Now, why did he do that, Caleb? Everybody, I think, agrees he has further isolated the United States in world opinion as the armorer and financer of this genocide. His policy towards Lebanon, towards Syria, towards Iran has alienated the United States from all but the most supine slave in the Arab and Muslim world. Why did he do that? And was he wise from his own standpoint to do it? After all, if Israel is so crucial to the Western Empire, I suppose you could argue everything possible must be done to support it.
Well, when it gets down to it, Joe Biden is just a symbol of the corrupt American status quo. The Democratic Party has long been the party of the corrupt urban political machines. And that's the roots of Joe Biden's career. He's been in politics his entire life. He comes from a powerful political family. His son, Hunter Biden, has done very, very well financially. He's quite a painter, I understand. He was painting and selling these paintings for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And Joe Biden gave his son a complete unconditional pardon for all the nefarious activities that the American people have observed, cash and carry government. And Joe Biden just represents the American status quo in every way. No political bravery, no courage to say no to powerful interests, just the entrenched monopolistic power. And that entrenched monopolistic power is tied in with Israel. Israel is part of the corrupt American political establishment that has made Joe Biden a key figure in American politics for decade after decade after decade. So the idea that Joe Biden would stand up and say, no, what Israel's doing has got to stop, that's not going to happen. Now, what's interesting is we're being told constantly in the United States that Donald Trump is so selfish. He's so selfish. I hope that's true, because I would like to have a president who's more concerned with how he's remembered in the history books than he is with being a team player for empire. And that seems to be the real fear about what Donald Trump might be as a president. There's talk that Donald Trump is trying to be Ronald Reagan. His statements pounding the podium about returning the hostages, he's hoping that just as the Iranian hostages, the American hostages held in Iran were returned the very day that Reagan was inaugurated, Donald Trump is hoping that the hostages held by Hamas will be returned on the very day that he takes office. He's like trying to repeat history. He wants to be Ronald Reagan once again. And if that happens, Donald Trump will have that to boast about. And he will be almost indebted to Hamas for doing that. He will have seen that they really gave him a favor. So that's something to keep in mind. I will say that the only way things in the Middle East can really improve under Trump, and this is a hard one because I have a hard time seeing it happening. We know how Trump is, but Donald Trump has got to apologize for murdering Qassem Soleimani. Qassem Soleimani, the great Iranian military leader who was murdered by Trump during his first term. Trump has to apologize for that. He has to say he was misled. He did not understand who Qassem Soleimani really was. He didn't understand that Qassem Soleimani was a heroic fighter against ISIS who had saved thousands of Christian lives in Syria on the battlefield. Donald Trump needs to come forward and say, look, I didn't understand what I was doing. I was wrong to kill Qassem Soleimani. And if Trump can take that move, that could be a step toward really improving things in the Middle East. But if I feel like that's the key thing. Trump must apologize for the murder of Qassem Soleimani.
Amen to that.